Foreigner. Yeah, I tried to sell mine and didn't sell.
No?
Yeah.
A good album, though. I like this album. This is just a Foreigner, their very first album. Lou Gramm, lead vocals. Mick Jones, lead guitar and vocals. Ian McDonald, guitars, keyboards, horns, and vocals. Al Greenwood, not Al Green, but Al Greenwood. Keyboards and synthesizer. Ed, I don't know, Gallardi, I'm not sure. Bass vocals. And Dennis Elliott with drums.
What? Is that where Cass Elliot went?
It could be. But good tunes out here. Feels like the first time.
I always liked that by them.
Cold as Ice. Head Knocker, I always like that one. The Damage is Done, another good tune.
Not familiar with all of them.
Well, see, this was one of my favorite albums, so I played this thing over and over again.
I really like the way...
Not this one, but...
Yeah.
Yeah.
I really like the way it feels like the first time it was put together, the way it came out, the way it played.
Yeah. Long Way From Home, Woman on Woman, At War with the World. That's it. Lou Gramm was a good singer. That boy could belt out a song.
Who ended up lead singing with him? Did he go most of the way?
Yeah. I saw them...
you mean like in their hits?
Yeah, Little River Casino. They had Foreigner, and featuring Lou Gramm, because he did go solo for a while. But
that's that Lou Gramm. Okay, yeah, all right.
Yeah.
I forgot what he did on his own.
Well, it
was fairly charted song.
Oh yeah.
That he did. I forgot what it was though.
Well, maybe something you might.
Well, I got the book, dummy. Yeah. Why don't I look it up?
But anyway, like I say, there's a Fool for You Anyway. I just know all these songs because I don't know which ones are hits. I know Feels Like a First Time, Cold as Ice, and I think that's probably it on this. But Fool for You Anyway, I Need You.
Oh yeah, he had two big hits. I remember Larry Graham, One in a Million You. Remember him?
Yeah.
But yeah, he did Midnight Blue. Remember Midnight Blue?
Yeah.
And Just Between You and Me?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. And that was in 87 and 89.
Yeah, this album came out in 77.
I'll be darned. Yep, I forgot about that.
So the very first Foreigner album, 1977. So what hits are on the 1970 for Foreigner? Oh, that's right. You were looking up Lou Gramm.
It's all right. Foreigner. F-O-R-E-I-G-N-E-R. F-O-R. Okay. There they are, right here. Feels Like the First Time.
Okay, that's on this album. Cold as Ice.
Cold as Ice.
Okay.
Long, Long Way From Home.
Yep, that's on here. Okay.
And then they go to Hot Blooded.
Okay, it's not on here. So those are the three.
Those are the three. The back sides were Woman Oh Woman.
Yep.
I Need You, and The Damage Is Done.
Yep, they're all on here.
Yep.
I always liked The Damage Is Done. I thought it was a good tune, but it wasn't a hit.
Waiting for a Girl Like You, and I loved.
I want to know what love is. I knew you were going to say that.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
But I'm saying Lou Gramm, the boy had a voice, man. What a great voice he had. He kind of reminded me of like a Steve Perry from Journey. He had one of those kind of voices that was very, very unique, very distinctive.
New Jersey Mass Choir and Jennifer Holliday, backing vocals on I Want to Know What Love Is.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh.
That was their only #1 hit.
Really?
Yep.
Well, rock back then, it wasn't top 40, it was rock.
Yeah. Waiting for a Girl Like You hit 2. Urgent hit 4, Double Vision hit 2, Hot Blooded hit 3, Cold as Ice 6, Feels Like the First Time 4, so,
Yeah.
Say You Will 6, I Don't Want to Live Without You 5, so they kept right on going until the, 95? 88. Not bad.
No. Mick Jones, who did the lead guitar and the vocals, I mean, the guitar work, of course, is good with Foreigner, he always knew that. But he was the musical director. He also did the mixing with Ian McDonald and Jimmy Douglas. So he was quite instrumental in the band too.
Rick Wills.
Who?
Rick Wills.
Mick Jones.
Lou Gramm was vocals.
Yeah. Mick Jones.
Greenwood and McDonald, King Crimson, left in 1980. Graham left in 1981 to form Shadow King, replaced by Johnny Edwards. So he left in 81, which is when they did Waiting for a Girl Like You. Rick Wills, Cochise and Rocky Music and Small Faces. Bad Company. Wills left in 1992 to join Bad Company. Did a lot of jumping around, didn't they? Here's Mick Jones. Is that what you said? Something
Yep.
about Mick Jones?
What does it say about him? Anything?
No, it's just not to confuse him with the woodworking business that Jones did, not to be confused with Mick Jones.
That's crazy because, like I say, he was quite instrumental. He was like the second one on here, second one listed, lead guitar and vocals. I mean, the guitar guy, you know, is usually always the. And
Mick Jones guitar.
He's also the musical director or direction of this album. He also was the mixing guy in this album, the first name listed. So Mick Jones was quite the feller. Anyway, you want to anything special you want to hear off this, or
Most of the material was written by Jones.
see? There you go.
Tooth, from Spooky Tooth.
Spooky Tooth. Yeah, there you go. I knew the name of Mick Jones. I knew the name,
Yeah.
and
Yep.
I just couldn't think of where I've heard him from.
Well, I got to hear It Feels Like the First Time.
Okay. Oh, here we go.
And that'll be my turn. Okay.
First song.
Feels like the first time.
One.
I'm going to have to miss it, though, so. There you go.
Here's
And
Mick Jones' guitar, starting things
I
off.
shall return.
Here's the guitar. Ready? Mick Jones. There you are.
I would climb any mountain
Okay, he wants to hear a long one, so I tried to speed that one up a little bit, but he cursed me out. So now we're going to come down. We're going to hear a long.
The damage is done. I always like
the damage is done. Now this one, I'm not familiar with it, so
Right.
it's going to be something new for me.
Foreigner.
Is there a reason for things that you say? The way you're treating me, all the games I won't play. Well, it's too late. We're no longer one. Don't want you. The damage is done. Will you miss me when I leave you behind? Will you tell your friends I treated you unkind? Well, it's over now, and I'm on the run. I don't want you. The damage is done. There have been rumors that my sense of humor is lacking in some ways. To me, that's no reason. It's tantamount to treason. See what the judge has to say. You need to find someone half as blind as I am to your game. And maybe you'll find out what it's all about. And it can drive you insane. Ooh, the damage is done. And now I feel it's too late. The damage is done. It's over. Now I'm on the run. And baby, you and I know the damage is done. The damage is done.
There you go. You got your cold ending.
Got the cold ending.
damage
Like the
is
guitar
done.
work. I like to
Yeah.
put that in the system and crank it up about 8,000 watts in somebody's face.
Yeah, and I just like the well here
Yeah, I got it.
we the guitar work in there, and just Lou Graham, his voice just is just does a nice job.